I want to start here working on our class number 2.1. It's the second week, but it's the first class. So it's going to be the class 2.1. Okay. Now, guys, this week we are going to talk about physical problems that we have with objects, no, with my cell phone, with different things, right? So in that case, guys, wait a second here. In the infographic of this week, I presented, are you looking to my screen? Yes. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So in the infographic of this week, guys, I left you some questions, no? For example, what problems do you see in these objects? And what would you request the product's warranty to do, right? In this case, we have three objects, right? We have a monitor, we have a t-shirt, and we have a cell phone, a smartphone, right? What problems do you see? Do you see any kind of problems over here? Oh, it's fine. The object is good. What problems do you see, for example, with the first monitor? Is it working fine?
The monitor is broken.
The screen is broken, no? So the screen has a very big crack in the middle and the image is gone. Same old, for example, in number 2, there are some problems with the t-shirt and the cell phone also has a problem. Ready? So this class is going to be focused a little bit on the vocabulary because the grammar is super simple, but we're going to be working on the vocabulary. Now, this week, we're going to describe problems on physical objects. Ready? And we can do it in two different ways. We can do it as an adjective, as a characteristic of the object, as for example, Brian said, teacher, the monitor it's broken, right? Then when I use this part, broken, it's a characteristic, right? And it's the state of the object, right? So the state of the object is broken or damaged, right? So in that case, I can do it as an adjective. The adjective can be a normal adjective, like for example, turn, or can be a verb in past participle, because the verb in past participle is describing a state, no? So in that case, for example, chipped, scratched, broken, damaged, cracked, dented, verbs in past participle that they can work as characteristic or as adjectives. Ready? And the other possibility is to do it using nouns. Nouns, it means sustantivos. So in that case, I am describing what is the name of the problem. Ready? When I say what's the name of the problem, I am going to have a different form of the word, right? It's not going to be in past, like in the adjective, but we're going to have a different problem. Ready? For example, Brian said the monitor is broken, but I said, yes, Brian, you are right. The monitor has a crack in the middle. What is the meaning of a crack? What do you mean by crack?
Grieta.
Grieta, very good. So when I say that the monitor has a crack, but I refer to that broken part that has in the middle. Ready? But in that case, I didn't say the monitor is a crack. No, because that is not the characteristic. In that case, we are talking about what it has. ¿Qué es lo que tiene? Okay, tiene una grieta. So that's why we use the verb to have, because in that case, I'm talking about the noun. Ready? So I am going to show you what is the meaning of the word noun. Yeah. And then you describe or you tell me what is the meaning of the adjective. Ready? For example, tear or hole, it means un agujero, un hueco. Ready? So when I say that something is torn, sigo que algo it's torn, significa que está que, it's what? If I say that tear or hole, it's un agujero.
Desgarrado.
Desgarrado, roto, right? Especially for fabrics. Ready? What is the meaning of fabrics? Do you remember what is the meaning of fabrics?
Fábrica.
No, es un falso amigo. Factory is fábrica, factory. Pero fabric
Telas.
Telas, muy bien, excellent, very good. This for fabrics, like when we talk about leather or cotton or wool, right? All these kind of synthetic materials, when I say that something is like damaged, I usually say that it's torn, no? For example, nowadays, there are some torn jeans which are fashionable, right? So the torn jeans, it means the jeans that have like holes in the knees, no? They have big holes, and nowadays they are fashionable, no? They are in trend. So torn jeans, torn t-shirt, yeah. If I say no, the t-shirt is torn, the jacket is torn. Also, I can talk about other different kinds of fabrics, like for example, the seat is torn, the material that it's covering the seat, that is torn. And also I can have the possibility to say that it has a tear or it has a hole. Or the other possibility is that I can use there is and there are. Do you remember what is the meaning of there is or there are? There is or there are. What was the meaning of that? A ver, hay, ¿cierto? Entonces, in that case, what that is with the nouns. I can say like, no, see, of course, there is a hole. There is a hole in the chair, for example, right? Para no decir the chair is torn, I can say there is a hole in the chair. It's two, bueno, in this case, three different options to say the same problem, but it's not for repeating is torn, is chipped. No, I can use one with the verb to be, one with there is or there are, one with the verb to have for making like variants of the different ideas, no? So that's a possibility. Bueno, chip, it means like una grietecita, right? Una pequeña, yeah, like grieta, no? Like that's it. So when I say that something is chipped, similar to cracked, but cracked is bigger. Chip, it's a little piece that is missing, right? So for example, when I have a glass and the glass is missing a little part, right? I can say that the glass is chipped or the glass has a chip. What is the meaning of chip? Bueno, más bien, what is the meaning of chipped?
Astillado.
Astillado, very good. So when I say the glass is chipped, it means like desportillado, no? When it's missing a little part. O astillado, good. And chip, but me refers to the little part. O sea, chip, que no es una palabra en español, se refiere como a la pequeña parte que le falta. ¿Vale? Ready? It's very easy, no problem. Just chipped and chip. Ready? Remember, the verb to be, it's for the characteristic, and the verb to have, or there is, there are, it's for the noun. Okay? Now, scratch, that's a rayón, un rasguño. Ready? So when I say that something is a scratch, what's the meaning of that? What is the meaning of a scratched?
Rayado.
Muy bien, Dani, da rayado, ¿cierto? Of course, si tiene un rayón, pues es porque está rayado, right? So, for example, I can say that my cell phone screen is scratched, right? Or I can also say, there are many scratches in my cell phone screen. There are many scratches in my cell phone screen. Entonces, misma idea, three different ways, tres formas diferentes, okay? Now, break, of course, it's like una ruptura, and broken, it means roto, ¿no? Ese ya lo vimos, of course. Damage, muy sencillo. Damage, it means daño, ¿cierto? I can say, no, there is a damage on the bathroom, for example. There is a damage on the computer. There is a damage on the table, right? Entonces, hay un daño. Or, what is the meaning of damage in past participle?
Dañado.
Dañado, of course, muy bien, right? So I can say the bathroom is damaged. The computer is damaged. The cell phone is damaged. The table is damaged, right? When it's a general damage, and I don't know exactly what. Bueno, muy bien. Crack, ya lo vimos, una grieta. So cracked, it means agrietado, right? So it means like the wall is cracked. Normally, when the houses are not built in good conditions, normally the walls are cracked, you know? So it means there is a wall, and in the middle of the wall, there are many different cracks, okay? So it's a little bit similar to chip, but bigger, no? It's a little bit more serious. Bueno, dent, it means abolladura. So imagine that there is an accident and there is a crash between two different objects. One of the objects is changed in form. For example, the door of my house. There was an accident in front of my house. One car hit the door, and now the door has a different shape. No, it was changed the shape of the door. So if this is abolladura, what is the meaning of dented?
Abollado.
Oh, yes, I just told you. No? Abollado, muy bien. Ready? It means that there is an accident, but there is a crash, un choque, and change the form. Bueno, muy bien. Stain, it's a color, well, it's a substance, liquid usually, that changes the color of an object. Example, if I am drinking my tintico, muy bien, excellent, Johan, yeah, mancha. If I'm drinking my tinto, yes, and I spill a little bit on my t-shirt, there is a stain, right? Or I can say that the t-shirt is stained, o sea, está manchado. ¿Listo? And the last one, talking about physical problems, it's leaking, but this one it's in ing. Leak, it means una fuga, right? So when I say that something is leaking, lo hago en ing por una razón, porque es un objeto, no es un estado que ya haya pasado, sino es algo continuo. So when I say something is leaking, it's something that happens and happens and happens. It's happening all the time, continuously, no? So that's why I said, okay, no, the sink is leaking. What is the meaning of sink? ¿Recuerdan qué significa sink?
Hundir.
Hundir.
Okay, sí, es sink, el verbo es hundir, pero es también el lavado. Ready? O sea, the sink is where I wash the plates. Donde lavo los platicos, ¿no? How do you say that? El platero, pues, right? Yes, that's it.
Lavaplatos.
Exactly, lavaplatos, thank you. So when I say that the sink is leaking, I said, okay, it's a process of dropping some waters, no? So some tears of water, right? So in that case, that is another physical problem. Ready? Entonces, guys, you can see that we have two different possibilities to describe the problems. With the characteristic in passive voice, in past participle, pardon, or with the noun, with the normal word. Okay? These problems are problems that you can see and that you can fix with the physical objects, no? They are not related to software or something like that. They are just physical problems that you can see, okay? Guys, any question on the vocabulary? Oh, it's clear.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So if everything is clear, let's go ahead to a mini quiz, right? So here we have 6 pictures. I would like to know what's the problem in every single of the pictures. Remember, some of them with the characteristics, some of them with the nouns. So what problems do you see there? Danny, dale go.
Yes, the shirt is torn.
Of course,
Torn.
we mean, yeah, exactly. The t-shirt. The t-shirt is torn, no? It's terribly torn, terriblemente rota, right? So there are many tears on the t-shirt. Of course, the t-shirt is torn. Thank you, Daniela. ¿Qué más? What else? What is going on?
The car is dented.
Very good. The car's door is dented. Very good. Or there is a big dent, no? Dented. Muy bien, very good. ¿Qué más? What else?
The sink has a leak.
Yeah, very good. A leak, muy bien. So the sink has a leak. True. Aquí se ve, ¿no? Just the sink has a leak or there is a leak on the sink pipes. That's it. Muy bien. Very good. Johan, ¿qué más? What else?
Mirror is broken.
Okay, very good. That's, well, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a mirror, but let's say that it's a mirror. So the mirror is broken. Also, I can say cracked, no, because it's cracked. Okay, so it could be.
But crack is a one, no, it's
Well, all of these ones are cracks. Here, what we can say is broken, no? So there is a very big break in the mirror, but all of the others are cracks, no? So could be both. Okay, okay. Muy bien, very good. What about here in these two pictures, in the first two pictures, what happened to that door?
the roof is damaged.
Excellent. There is a damage. I don't know exactly what's the damage. No sé exactamente cuál es el daño, pero está dañado, right? So the roof is, ay, perdón, the roof. Oh my gosh, the roof is damaged in general, ¿no? En general está dañado, específicamente no sabemos qué tiene, but it's damaged. Muy bien. Very good. Anything else? What about this door?
The door is broken.
The door is broken, right? Totally, their door is broken. Ready? Also here, for example, the floor is like a scratch, no? There are many scratches. There are many scratches. There are many scratches on the floor, ¿cierto? You can see that it's damaged and there are many scratches. Muy bien, very good. So in that case, guys, we can see that there are different physical problems with these objects. And sometimes you can present it with the verb to be, is dented, is damaged, is torn, it's cracked, or is broken, ¿cierto? Or sometimes you can use other different structures. For example, you can use the verb to have. The sink has a leak, ¿cierto? Or the roof has many scratches. Or I can also use the expression there is or there are in order to say, bueno, hay, ¿cierto? There are many scratches on the floor. ¿Listo? So, muy bien. Now, those are not the only problems that we have, no? We can have other different kinds of problems, which are problems more with software and with operative systems and those things, which are repetitive problems, ¿cierto? Problems that normally we fix and sometime later it appears again. And I fix it again and it appears again. So they are problems which are repetitive. Ready? For talking about problems which are repetitive, we're going to use the expression keep plus the verb in ing. When I use keep plus ing, it's something that continúa pasando. Ready? So when I say, for example, no, I keep having problems with my finances because I don't know how to control my money, so I keep having problems with my finances. I continue, ¿cierto? My cell phone keeps losing the battery and it keeps dying. Ready? So normally, every day, it dies. Se muere, ready? So in that case, I can say it keeps dying. So in here, we're going to have, as all the verbs are in ing, all the problems are in ing, so I'm going to have all the problems described in ing. Ready? Now, these problems, as I said before, are more related not to the physical object, but to the software or to the system of something, right? Problems that we can fix, but they are going to appear one more time, okay? So, dying, what's the meaning of dying, guys, when I say it keeps dying?
Muriendo.
Exactly. So literally when we say, no, se me murió el celular, right? So, entonces, in that case, when we talk about it keeps dying, it means that out of the blue, like suddenly it dies. It turns off because of lack of battery. Yeah, so por la falta de batería. So it keeps dying. Sigue muriendo, right? Then if I say it keeps skipping, It's especially when movies or videos that it's going to jump to the next scene, no? Or for example, my Spotify keeps skipping the songs. O sea, estoy escuchando la canción y what's the meaning of skipping?
Saltar.
Muy bien, entonces when I say it keeps skipping, es como que se salta, ¿no? La canción, la escena, el video, something like that, right? Sticking, con T, sticking, right? That is more like a physical problem with, especially with the buttons, right? Normally the controllers, the remote controllers, they have buttons. If you push the button down and the button never comes back, it's because the button is sticking or keeps sticking. Es decir, se queda pegado, right? So it keeps sticking. Now, jamming, which is a little bit more physical, it's related to windows or drawers. What's the meaning of drawers? Vocabulario toda la clase, right? Drawers.
Cajón.
Cajón, muy bien, very good. So when I say, no, the drawers keep jamming, o sea, se quedan atascados, right? So it can happen, for example, with the drawers or with the windows or with the doors, ¿cierto? With physical objects that move. The engine, it means motores, no? So I can say, no, the engine of the washing machine keeps jamming, for example, right? So it can happen to them. And then we have dropping. Dropping is more related to signals, right? Cable signal, satellite signal, telephone signal, Wi-Fi signal. And when I say no, it keeps dropping, it means that normally or continuously we keep losing the signal. Ready? So when I say no, the Wi-Fi keeps dropping, or the telephone signal, or Virgin keeps dropping, no? So it's very common that they keep dropping. Or I don't know, Claro signal keeps dropping, yeah? So it means that they continuously lose the signal, okay? Crashing, on the other hand, it's like a general problem or general error. Normally, when I say my computer keeps crashing, it's because it dies. The operative system says, no, I don't want to work anymore. So normally when I say it keeps crashing, it's because it completely stopped working. Ready? So it doesn't reboot, it doesn't start over, it doesn't have image, it just appears like error. Reboot your computer, right? So that when I say it keeps crashing, it's like a general fail on the system. Ready? While when we talk about freezing, what is the meaning of freezing, guys?
Congelado.
Congelado, ready? It's related to the screen of the objects. Ready? For example, the TV or the screen of the cell phone or the tablet screen. And when it just keeps like, you know, for example, in a video call, when the internet goes off or when the internet keeps dropping, the image keeps freezing, no? You get like, that's it. So in that case, freezing or keeps freezing, it is more related to the screens that do that, right? When the image is completely frozen, when completely stopped, okay? And finally, we have flickering, which is also for the screens, but not because the image stopped, no porque se pare la imagen, but because the image have suffered some interference, no? So normally there is one color here and there is another color here, and then the image starts like moving. Ready? When I say that something is flickering or keeps flickering, it's because the light or the image that it produces keeps going on and off. No, it's like doing this thing. So all of this vocabulary is related to physical problems. Problems that are not physical but are repetitive. Problems that continue to happen, and probably I can fix it because probably I can like reboot my computer, like format my computer. But probably the next month is going to happen again. Or for example, the jammed drawers, no? I can fix it and I can push the drawer inside, yes? But especially when I'm going to take it out again, it's gonna happen one more time, right? So that's why we use these problems with keep plus the verb in ing. Okay, ready? Now, guys, I want you to think in the bueno, do you have any questions on this vocabulary or is it clear?
It's clear.
Okay, good. So now we're gonna have some pictures here and we're gonna do the same that we did before. What do you think that it's the problem that we have here? It's pretty easy, no? It's actually very, very clear. What do you think is the problem here?
Where, teacher, where?
Well, in the pictures that we have here, the one that you prefer, look at the pictures, select one of the pictures and tell me what's going on there, what keeps happening there.
The controller is sticking button.
Okay, very good. But actually, what is sticking is the button. So you said the, no sé, in this case, the A button. The A button keeps sticking. Yeah, because ese es el botón que se queda pegado. So the A button keeps sticking. Muy bien, very good, Brian. Thank you. ¿Qué más? What else?
The Wi-Fi keep dropping.
Excellent. The Wi-Fi keeps dropping. Mhm.
The window down flickering.
Which one? This one?
Yes.
Okay, I would say that, no sé si tú te acuerdas de ese error que salía en el 98, que era como que se quedaba la pantalla quieta, no hacía nada. Y,
Yes.
exactly, so in that case, the screen, o bueno, más bien the window, sí, porque it's a window. The window keeps freezing, ¿cierto? Esa es freezing porque se quedaba como congelada y no hacía nada, ¿no? Very good. What about this one? Esta que se ve la mitad, sí, la mitad, no. What do you think about it? What about this one?
Flickering, no.
Claro, Johan, very good. So in that case, the computer or the screen, I see the screen keeps flickering, yeah? Because it's like the image goes on and off, como que se ve, pero no se ve, and this is changing colors and everything, so the screen keeps flickering. It's not very good. ¿Algo más? What about this one? What about this one? What about this one and this one?
The PC crash.
Daniela y luego Brian.
The monitor keep crashing.
Okay, bueno, in that case, lo que crash is the computer, ¿no? O sea, lo que se crashó was the computer, so the PC keeps crashing. Yeah, all the operative system just crashed. Yeah, it says, I am sorry, I have a mistake, and you just have to format myself. That's it. No, so this the PC, the personal computer, keeps crashing. Excellent, Brian.
The PC died.
Bueno, sí, the PC or the cell phone or the tablet, anything that has battery, no? So let's say that the PC keeps dying. Keeps dying like a repetitive problem. Here, for example, I could say, for example, that the washing machine keeps jamming, ¿cierto? La lavadora se sigue trabando, keeps jamming, or that the YouTube ad extensions keep, let's say, skipping the ads, for example. Not a problem, but that's it. So that these extensions keep skipping the ads. Oh, that's something good. Listo, guys. Entonces, these problems are going to be a little bit different because they are problems that normally we have like for a long time. And even if we try to fix it, they are going to reappear. Good. Guys, I would like you to think in your houses, right? Think in your houses or in your rooms. Problems with software or problems with physical objects, right? There are problems everywhere, no? So of course, not well, it's very difficult to have like a perfect home. There are always some kind of problems. For example, in my house, my apartment, the walls The walls are stained because I have white walls, so they are very stained. And also, okay, good. The doors, I don't know why, because I don't have kids, but the doors are scratched. Yeah, the doors are scratched. And something that is very annoying for me, it's that the Wi-Fi keeps dropping around 6 p.m. Like everybody arrives home, and then the Wi-Fi keeps dropping around 6 p.m. Yeah, and there is a big problem, which is that the main door is dented, because when I was moving, there was like an accident and somebody crashed the door with a table, so the main door is dented. So those are the problems in my house. Think about your house. Tell me, what problems do you have? What is the inconvenience that you have? Probably repetitive, probably not.
Now in my house, washing machine keep humming,
Jamming.
jamming.
No way, why? Is it too old?
I don't know.
Muy bien, very good. So the washing machine keeps jamming, right? So that's a very big problem, but okay. Thank you, Danny. ¿Qué más? Anything else?
In my house, the laptop has a scratch.
In the screen?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So the laptop has a scratch in the screen. Muy bien, Brian. Thank you. And Johan, what do you think? What problems do you have there?
Teacher, for example, the apartment in general keeps dropping
Keeps dropping.
señal de celular. La señal de celular.
Okay, the cell phone signal, no? The cell phone operator signal keeps dropping, yes?
Yes.
Oh my God, why? Where do you live in Itagüí? Where? No, it's Medellín.
Sabaneta.
In Sabaneta, okay. So, muy bien, no hay buena señal, keeps dropping. Very good. So you see, there are always some kind of problems that we can have. Ready? Now, if we have problems, also we would like to have solutions. That's the most common thing. No, if we have problems, there are also some solutions that we can ask. If we want to ask for a solution, we are going to have two possibilities using the verb to need. What is the meaning of need?
Necesidad.
Necesitar o necesidad. Muy bien. So in that case is necesitar, right? And I'm going to describe what is the solution of the problem. Yeah. And I can have two possibilities. One is to use it needs to be and the verb in past participle, or it needs and the verb in ing. It means necesita ser reparado, cosido, cambiado, pintado, arreglado, ¿cierto? O needs and ing, it means necesita reparación, necesita pintura, necesita arreglo, necesita whatever. Ambas formas son exactamente lo mismo. What is the difference? Si quiere decir necesita ser arreglado, it needs to be with it needs to be and then the verb in past participle. For example, it needs to be fixed. ¿Cierto? Past participle del verbo arreglar. It needs to be fixed. No, profe, yo quiero decir que quiere ser, necesita ser pintado. Bueno, ok. It needs to be painted. No, mis gafas necesitan ser reparadas. Ok. Como son mis gafas, they need to be repaired. Right? So they need to be repaired. Can be it, depende del objeto, o they. And then, of course, is with third person or normal. They need to be ta-ta-ta, or it needs to be blah, blah, blah. Always with the verb to be and then the verb in past participle. Repair, painted, change, cleaned, fixed, replaced, whatever. If it's here, Necesita reparación, necesita cambio, necesita arreglo, necesita limpieza, necesita pintura, bueno, whatever. So it's just going to be lo mismo. It needs, and then the very ing. It needs, let's say, painting. Necesita pintura. So it needs painting, right? No, teacher, necesita esa reparación. Okay. It needs repairing. Repairing. Ready? Oh, no, profe, necesita es reemplazo. Necesita cambio. Okay, very good. So it needs replacing or changing. Ready? Entonces, these structures are going to help me to express and to state, yes, what the object needs. ¿Qué es lo que necesita in order to solve or to, like, to fix the problem? Ready? So it's super easy. I'm just going to have it needs to, and then the very past participle, or need, and then the very ing, and that's it. Listo, guys? Questions about it? Doubts?
It's clear.
It's clear, very good. Entonces, for example, Danny, you have a washing machine which is damaged because it keeps jamming. What does it need?
It needs repairing.
Very bien, very good. Entonces, the question is, what does it need? And she said, it needs repairing. Of course, it needs to be repaired. ¿Cierto? Muy bien, very good. Johan, you have a problem with the telephone signal because it keeps dropping. What does it need?
Need changing the operador.
Ok, muy bien. Entonces, en ese caso, lo que dices es, ¿qué es lo que necesita ser cambiado? El operador, ¿cierto? Entonces, ese operador es el que voy a reemplazar acá. Entonces, the operator, the telephone operator or the operator needs to be changed. Right? Muy bien. Excellent.
Okay.
Muy bien, very good. And Brian, what was the problem that you have? I forgot it.
My screen is touch. Fresh.
Ah, yeah, the screen of the laptop is scratched. Good. So in that case, what does it need?
The screen need changed.
Ok, si usas changed en pasado, sería the screen needs to be changed, ¿cierto? O si usas solo need, the screen needs changing con ing, right? Or I can also use polish, which is pulir. Entonces I can say the screen needs to be polished or the screen needs polishing. Both possibilities for the same idea. ¿Listo? Entonces, in that case, guys, describir lo que se necesita es muy sencillo. Ready? It's just need and then the two options that we have. Ready? Ahora, guys, we're going to go back to the, wait a second. We're going to go back to the, oh my God. Here. We're going to go back to this picture and then I am going to repeat the question that I did at the beginning. What problems do you see on these objects? Let's talk about the first one, the first monitor. What are the problems that you can see there?
The monitor is damaged.
The monitor is damaged. The screen is cracked. The screen keeps flickering, for example, right? So what do you think that it needs? What does it need?
Need
The
to
monitor.
Dale, Dani.
It need to be changed.
It needs to be changed, no? Johan, any other suggestion? ¿Alguna otra sugerencia?
No, same.
Same, it needs to be changed because I don't think that it can be replaced, no? It cannot be repaired, no? So it needs to be replaced, changed, no? Good, very good. Now, what about number two? What's the problem with number two?
The chair has hole.
A lot of holes. Yes, so the t-shirt has a lot of holes. And what about if we painted something like this? What would be that problem like?
Has a stain.
Muy bien, very good. The t-shirt has a stain, no? Entonces, in that case, bueno, for the holes, what does it need? Nothing. It needs to be replaced. But if it's only stained, what does it need?
It needs cleaning,
Muy
and
bien.
second,
Of course, it needs cleaning or washing and saving, ready? Or it needs to be washed and saved. That's it. Perfecto. And finally, what's the problem with the cell phone?
the telephone keep being.
Dying is fine. Yes. Muy bien, very good. So if it keeps dying, what does it need, Brian? What does it need?
The telephone need a charge.
Good. Entonces, recuerda, si uso need solito, I'm gonna use it needs to be charged with ed, ¿cierto? O the other possibility, it needs charging. Necesita carga. It needs charging y ya está. ¿Ready? Pero entonces tienes que tener en cuenta, si uso to be para hacerlo en past participle, si uso solamente el needs, es con ing, needs charging. ¿Listo? Guys, questions, difficulties about it, problems, ¿qué tal? Easy, difficult, problems?
Memory, teacher.
Yeah, that's a little bit of memory with the vocabulary because we have a lot of vocabulary, but that is a little bit the problem, but it's fine. Listo, guys. So final activity, I'm gonna just give you 2 minutes to look at the picture and tell me what are the problems that you see there and what does it need? Ready? Look around the place, look around the living room and tell me what problems do you see there and what does it need to be fixed? What is the solution there?
For example, the right, pictures, red with the
Wait a second, what pictures?
cuadros rojos, cuadros con borde rojo.
These ones.
Yes.
But that's a table. That's a table that is upside
Okay,
down.
table. Table needs painting.
Yeah, because the table is scratched, no? So it needs
Yes.
painting. Muy bien, very good, Johan. That's one problem. So the table is scratched, so it needs painting. Muy bien. ¿Qué más? What other problems do you see?
The floor has stained.
Careful, right? The floor, bueno, claro que es más como de carpet, ¿no? Porque es una alfombra. The carpet. Si uso stained en past participle, eso es el estado. Entonces, the carpet is stained. Claro, yo puedo decir el piso o la alfombra tienen una mancha, which is similar, ¿no? But it's a little bit different because it's the stain, bueno, the carpet has a stain. Entonces, si uso el verbo have, que es el verbo tener, no uso el adjetivo, sino el sustantivo, es decir, mancha. Pero manchado en pasado is with verb to be. Está manchado. ¿Ok, Brian?
Yes, teacher.
Listo, muy bien, very good, excellent. But yes, it's right here, it's stained, right? ¿Qué más? Anything else?
The windows is broken.
Muy bien, very
It
good.
is changing.
Ok, very good. The window, aunque creo que es como una puerta, ¿no? Pero let's say the window is broken. So, obviamente, it needs changing. Muy bien, excelente. That's it, ¿cierto? Entonces, hay otros problemas, claro. For example, the screen is scratched. This computer keeps crashing. This computer keeps, pardon, the television keeps burning, right? Oh, well, there are many problems. Like the living room is very disorganized. Yeah, it's messy. So, in that case, how can I say like, uy, no, pero esa sala necesita arreglo, necesita ser organizada. How would you say that?
Completely.
Johan, could you repeat, please? Puedes repetir, please? I'm sorry.
Completely.
Completely what? What do you mean by completely?
The room, the living room.
So the living room is completely messy, no? So how would you say necesita arreglo, necesita, like, you know, organización o ser
It
organizada?
needs, it needs cleaning.
Good, very good. Puede ser it needs cleaning, ¿cierto? It needs cleaning, one possibility. Other possibility, it needs organizing. It needs to be organized. It needs to be cleaned. Yeah, it needs to be ordered. Could be, right? Entonces, that's it. Listo, guys. So, in this case, well, this class, as I told you, the grammar is very simple because it's just verb to be and verb to have. It's super simple. But the focus or let's say the difficulty here is so much vocabulary. Ready? So, guys, I would like you to work on the vocabulary, try to find out in everyday situations in your life, in your room, what are the problems that you have there, no? What are the repairments that you need at home. Yeah, las reparaciones, like, no, in my house, the shower needs to be adjusted, for example, or the walls need to be painted. In my house, for example, the walls need to be painted, yes. Or the windows need to be cleaned, no? That's something that you have to do every day, looking at everyday situations at home, right? What's the matter? What's wrong? What is the vocabulary that I can apply here? Okay, guys. So we're going to see on Thursday for the class number 2.2. It's the second class of the second week. And we are going to answer in the second week, in the second class of the second week, we're going to continue to answer the other question. What would you request the product's warranty to do? In this class, we talk about the problems, repetitive, physical, and we talk about the possible solutions of those problems. So now we're going to see how would you request from the warranty or from the service provider the solution of the problem, no? So for example, if I receive a cell phone, the cell phone is broken, the cell phone is scratched, what can I do in order to require the company to solve the problem for me? Ready? That's going to be our second class. So guys, see you next Thursday at 8 p.m. That's it. Have a good night. Enjoy your night. Continue working. See you later, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
teacher.
you. Good night.
Bye. See you later.
Bye, teacher. Thanks.
Bye, Brian. See you later. Bye.